Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Blackpack Homestead. Today, I'm all messed up in the fact that I don't know what day it is. It is the 18th today. Routine has been grueling for all those new viewers out there. I want to say thank you. I just basically, I run a little homestead here in western North Carolina. A few chickens, a few quail, little rabbits, little gardening. And it's getting fall, guys. It's getting cold. I can feel it. I feel it in the air. I mean, surely you guys are noticing it too. All the colder season stuff is starting to grow and take off now. I'm going to take care of some chickens today. Take care of all my animals today, but I'm going to do these chickens up with a little bit of straw. Feed a few quail. Alright guys, looking like a 2-egg day today. I think I got 5 out of there yesterday, which isn't bad. You always got to make sure when you're bedding up your guys to do their area where they sleep, guys. They do most of their defecating at night when they're in there. And a lot of people probably don't think about that, but yeah, you might want to do that. This here will break down here in probably a couple weeks. Chickens are pretty good about doing that. I just want to give them a good clean area to hang out in. Everything seems to be doing very well here on the homestead. I wish I could do this for a living, but I work a 40-hour week. And most people do, I guess. But this is my transition, guys. Only you guys can make it happen for me. I'd love to stay here and take care of Morel all day. But yeah, let's get this done, alright? Alright. I'm just going to show you some mushrooms I've been walking all over. They're weird, gelatinous looking toadstools. I wouldn't eat them, guys. Don't do it. Not unless you know what you're doing. Oh, here they are. They're all up in here. That's my neighbor's chickens. They come over here occasionally and get the little scraps and stuff that are left over from the quail, I suppose, but I think they like it. I'm not going to run them off, but yeah, I'll let them do what they need to do. The quail are happy, guys. They're so happy. They got some fresh grass, fresh water, fresh food. They're happy. For these little guys, though, the end is close. It's fall time, and I can only keep a certain amount of birds because egg production goes way down. I don't know if that is for, you know, most folks that raise quail. I'm sure they probably have them in cages and have lights on them, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't like to cage my guys, because these guys are ground birds, and I've noticed when they eat they do scratch even if their food is in their feed dispenser there. It's just in their nature to scratch, like chickens, like most birds. And well, not most birds, a lot of birds are pretty, you know, they know not to do that if they're parrots or whatever, you know. Ones that tend to fly a little more. But these little guys are so loving and so docile. I hope you guys grow some of these, because if you do, let me know. I like the quail. Of any of the animals, I think I would keep the quail. But I don't know, chickens are self-sufficient, pretty self-sufficient. These guys aren't so. If you go to breed these guys, you have to have an incubator. They have been bred for thousands of years, and they are not smart enough to brood and sit on that egg. I'm sure it happens, but it's generally not in their behavior. It's just, it's been bred out of them. But I enjoy to see them on the grass. They love it. It's just something that brings me joy too, because it makes them happy. Happy birds produce happier food. Well guys, I think fall is here, as far as I'm concerned. I think I saw some wild cress growing, but I'm not sure of it. It's kind of small. It's hard to tell when they're small. The garden's looking pretty beany down in there. There's a lot of beans. I think I need to get to picking, or I am going to have some serious beanage here. So process and get some of them picked. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I think them wild chickens has been up in here. Oh yeah, look at that. That one's got to go. I got a few that has to go. Oh God. I love the ground cherries, guys. To an extent, they're kind of evasive. Invasive, not evasive. Why would they be evading me? These little guys, we usually get a good harvest in the fall when all the worms try and do their damage and they run their course. But right now, it's good. Me and Marilla grew these one year, and we seemed like we didn't get any of them until the fall. I sprayed BT on them. I did neem oil. I know a lot of you folks probably haven't eaten any of these. Tastes like pineapple. Pineapple. I just say pineapple. They are so good. So good. But I don't mind if they spread. It doesn't bother me. Anything that reseeds, I like that. I don't want to have to do more work than I should. I think sometimes, you know, plants will find the area that they grow best in. They know better than we do, I think. We can try and get them in there. There's no guarantees. But if you know a plant reseeds itself in that area, it's going to get a good start. Generally, tomatoes you don't want to do that with because you won't know what variety you're getting, which is understandable. I kind of let my tomatoes run wild. That doesn't bother me to do that. Especially if you have a good mix of tomato. I like to get the hybrids. Sometimes you get great attributes from them. If they volunteer, sometimes I think they do better. They know exactly when to germinate. And you can get a good jump on it. You don't get that stunted effect when you put them right in there. In the ground. I hate that. You have a great plant, you put that sucker in the ground, you take care of it, and it's just stunted. There's nothing you can do about it. But these ground cherries, I highly recommend those. I would highly recommend red Russian kale in the way of reseeding. And let's tour around a little bit, see what else we can find after I eat a few more of these ground cherries. And it's the Aunt Molly variety. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but I'm mentioning it again. Yeah. You do want these guys to fall off on the ground if you can. Because if they fall off, they're ready, generally. Like I said, plants know better. And this time of year, I think that's number 7, 5 maybe. They're so good, guys. So good. Oh God, that was even better than the last one. Mmm, so good. Do it, guys. Start your garden. Get your fall garden going. If you're a city dweller, guys, you can do it. As long as you got dirt, you can do it. You may have to get ingenuitive. You may have to do a raised bed. I know a lot of places are weird in the fact they don't like you gardening. But as far as I'm concerned, it's an issue of national security. Nobody's going to take care of you but you guys. Nobody is going to take care of you but you. Best you can. You got to be prepared for your family and your friends. You have an obligation to do that. You should do that. Guys, I've hit the mother load of these things. I don't know if there's a limit on how many you should eat. But every single one I open has no worm in it. I love it. I love it. I can make this into a pie. Oh man. I need to stop. One more. Just one more. Oh, them chickens has been up in here. Boom! That's that red Russian kale I'm talking about. Popping up all over. It's getting that time of year, guys, where it is taking off. And I'm alright with that. I was trying to free up my asparagus where the chickens were digging. Yeah, got a few in there. But this here is coming into its third year. That's the thing about asparagus, guys. You gotta baby that stuff for like 3 years about until you can get a good spear off it. Yeah. I hope it's better next year, guys. I mean, I would have had more spears, but I stepped all over it. I stepped on it and stepped on it and stepped on it, breaking that stuff off until I found it. And I was like, oh my God, I've been stepping on my asparagus. So tell me, is there any city dwellers out here watching on me? Or are you all just country folk? I want to know. I get a lot of country folk. Seems like I don't get a lot of city folk watching me. If you're from the city, is it your dream to move to the country? Would you make that extra trip to work every day? A little extra drive? Is it cheaper? Is it cheaper to live out in the country than it is to live in the cities? It's a good question. You got the convenience of the cities. You got the problems with the cities. And so it's hit and miss, I think. But I'm a country dweller. I like the country, guys. North Carolina's home. It's home for me. Western North Carolina is a great place. And unfortunately, a lot of people are finding that out. But that's okay. I don't blame them. I know they razz you. I know they razz you. It's a violet. When we let our violets grow around here, they're actually pretty prolific. You don't want to eat a lot of them because they're considered mucinogenic and they will give you liquidy bowels. I don't want to use the D word, guys. Don't make me do it. But in this little area here, I see all sorts of stuff growing in here, you know. Look, dandelions, violets. Over here we got some wood sorrel. Yeah, we got some stuff, guys. There's some narrow leaf plantain. Yeah, narrow leaf plantain, that's nice. It's always good to have these skills, guys. You may not ever use them. God, I hope you never have to use them. But, if you like to use them, do it. It's good to get in the practice of it now, because you never know what the future brings. It's best to be prepared. Be prepared, guys. Check out this spider. Boom, you're creepy. Yep, that's definitely a riding spider. It's good. It's good. They like my place. Eat all the bad insects. Kind of creeps me out though, but you know, they're pretty. One thing you don't want to eat is the berries of the poke. Poke berries are very poisonous. You do not want to eat these. You can eat the plant itself when it's tiny and small. You'll boil it, pour off your water, boil it, do it a few times, fry it up. Yeah, you can do that, not a problem. I try and avoid it though. I'm not a big poke fan, but give me a look at that. I know you guys have seen it. You've seen it all over, I bet you have. A lot of people mistake it for the elderberry, but I don't see that. I don't see it at all. I'm sure people are just running around probably eating stuff they don't know, which isn't good. You want somebody to show you what to eat here. This is that red raspberry I was telling you about, the black caps. Always feeding them to my animals, guys. Always feeding them to my animals. Want them to eat good. They're going to be feeding me. Not all of them. Like these guys here. In these little cages. These are my breeder rabbits. Hey, Sweet Pea. What's up, Sweet Pea? You're a good girl. What you doing, Mr. MacArthur? You doing alright, buddy? Lilac. What you doing, Lilac? Good girl. You want some greens? Well, I appreciate you guys watching this. I know things probably won't be pretty consistent here for a little while. Life gets crazy, and until I get a bit of revenue off this, which will never happen unless y'all make it happen, I'm just going to be making some free videos for you. I just enjoy teaching you guys. My joy in this is teaching you. So, if I never make a cent off of it, that's okay. I hope you learned something. Like not to eat poke berries. Don't do it. It's bad for you. For certain things, dandelions, you can't really mistake too much for dandelions. Wood sorrel, hey, that's an easy one. Clover. Narrow leaf plantain, broadleaf plantain, blackberry leaves, blackberries themselves, but I ain't got none. I'm gonna be a bean picking fool tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Blackpack Homestead. I'll try and produce good material for you guys. I really enjoy doing that for you and teaching you. I'm not going to claim to know it all because I don't. It's a learning curve like everything else. I can see in the background some pine trees back there. You can actually eat the cambium of those. If you don't know what the cambium is, look it up. There's actually folks, Indians up north, they called the twig eaters. Well, not the twig eaters, the bark eaters. And they survived on it. That was a staple of theirs. They would actually take it up, grind it up, make breads out of it. Just think about that. Pine trees have more uses than you think. Even from a lot of dental stuff. Yeah. Nature's good. God's smart. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Blackpack Homestead. I'll see you again here. Maybe Morello will be up to par. And we'll be rocking it out. God bless, guys. Bye-bye.